Welcome back to the Caspa Silver YouTube channel. If you guys are new around here, please consider leaving a like on the video and also subscribing to the channel so you guys can get updated news on Caspa and get a lot of opinion and education. So today we have a ton of stuff going on with Caspa. So we gotta look at a bunch of things. So let's just get straight into it. So to start, we're gonna be looking at the price. So far, Caspa has just been consolidating once again, still going up and down and kind of just not really doing much. I mean, for the past week, we've just been consolidating. We kind of had a little bit of a lower dip, and we had like a triple bottom over here at this 2223 area. So it looks like that is our resistance. That's a good floor that we had here. I've been calling it from the beginning that this will be our first floor, and as long as we hold this, we're pretty much going to be able to stay in this area. But there's a ton of news that I think is going to hold up this price for a little bit longer in this area, which is good. Also, taking a look at Bitcoin, I want to tell you guys about the CPI inflation data report for the US is coming out tomorrow. All the white lines on this chart are the times that the CPI inflation data report came out. Everything that's been happening has literally been just rinse and repeat. As you could see over here, the last CPI report, well, let's take a look. The last CPI report that we had a dip on, we had a dip and then right before we pumped through it. And then over here, we consolidated for a very long time. And we didn't really have another solid dip. So we had the CPI report come out again. Boom, we just went through it. And then now we're dipping, correcting a little bit. We had the, this time around, we had the interest rate come up again by 25 basis points over here. So it made Bitcoin kind of just consolidate, but they announced basically that next month we're going to be pausing interest rates, which in my opinion is super bullish. And as you can see, we're starting to dip again before the CPI data report. And it looks like we are building the green candle to hopefully tomorrow, possibly, and onwards, be able to just break through this and possibly get to that 32,000 to 35,000 range area, which is what I think may happen just looking at the chart based on macro events. Every time we had the CPI report, you could see we kind of just pumped through it. And ever since the first one starting this year, we pumped through it because the inflation keeps coming down, which means that interest rates on the Fed interest rates are going to have to decrease eventually because we can't keep them up forever or else it will just keep having banks collapse. So, in my opinion, I think this is super bullish for the next 45 days. The next CPI report is going to be sometime in June. Also, the interest rate cuts, or not cuts, but pauses are going to be in June, I believe, which I think is just going to be super bullish for the next 45 days for Bitcoin. And we could probably see Bitcoin hitting close to 40,000, but I do not see Bitcoin going anywhere over 50,000 this year. So let's go ahead and get into the news. So first off, Ledger. Ledger integration testing. This is a picture from the Discord saying Caspa is ready. I've been hearing rumors that like Ledger is pretty close to be done. You know, they're really close. All the testing's been going through really well. Also, another news is the Caspian Wallet. I have a video here talking about the beta when they were testing it. It's gonna actually come out this week. So you can see over here that when KuCoin came out, this user over here asked that it's urgent to get the mobile wallet app released ASAP, and they said we'll be out this week. At this point, I think it's both stable and safe for a release to the app stores. So it looks like for the app stores, I'm not too sure about Android, but for at least iOS, the Caspian wallet is soon going to be available, and there's a video tutorial on exactly how to use that. I would recommend using it because if you do have a lot of Caspa, I use Tangem and the Caspian wallet. I think it's smart to kind of spread around your Caspa if you do have a lot of it, because it's not always smart to keep everything in one place. You should have different places so that it's just more for security. Another update is another wallet, OneKey. OneKey now supports Kaspa. You can see over there on the website, this is similar like Tangem, but they have a ton of more other hardware wallet projects. They even have a card just like Tangem, but you could see here that they actually added Kaspa now. So now you can store your Kaspa offline with using OneKey. So this is just really bullish news for Kaspa as Kaspa becomes more adopted with all the types of wallets, all the types of exchanges. It just keeps on coming. So today, Kaspa is now finally on Thicket. This has been waiting for like a week now, and it's been ridiculous. The way to get listed on Bitget was that we had to deposit 1,000 transactions worth of $100 of Caspa, and for some reason, in my opinion, I think they manipulated it and made it seem like we never hit the goal. some people did their research and supposedly we possibly hit the goal within the first like 2 days, and they just manipulated it so that they can just put it off and get more Caspa, in my opinion, because they're an exchange, and exchanges, you just can't trust them, man. And they never gave back the deposits to the Caspa people who did it. And I'm pretty sure they should be giving them out today with a reward. But honestly, like that was very risky. The fact that they just straight up took people's money, said we're gonna give it back on this day, and then delayed it and did not give their people's money back until a later date. But again, that's why I'm always preaching on here. Don't trust exchanges. I did not send not $1 to BitGet because I just don't trust them. I don't trust anyone to lock away my money for a couple of days because you just never know what can happen. You never know what can happen. Uphold, another exchange. This is another one that was delayed for a while. They announced again. The countdown is back on, 3 days into our new listing of Caspa. So it's going to be listed, I believe, on Thursday this week. So we got the BitGet listing today. We also have Caspa listing on Uphold today, which would be the first US exchange that is regulated that you could buy Caspa on. Now, this is pretty huge for Caspa. I do not know if withdrawals are going to be available. If withdrawals are not available, then honestly, I think it's completely pointless that we just got on Uphold, because it's like, for what? Like, you're just going to buy your Caspa there. And many people understand that when you buy Caspa, it's important to send it offline. So yeah, I think this is the last bit of the news for this week. And there's just a ton of things that happened this week, which is really, really good for Caspa. And it's holding the price up steady at this 2.2 area. And I think it'll hold us pretty steady for a while. Once again, I do not think we're going to be falling under the 2 cents. This has been the time to start accumulating. We can also take a look over here. If we take a look at Caspa, you could see here that I actually put the 50-week moving average over here. You could see it's going to be that red line. We're under this red line, and typically if we're under that red line, that means we're in the accumulation zone. So the zone where you should just start buying in again, because we are under the average. This used to be our floor, this used to be our resistance, but then we broke through the resistance and now we're under. So now we have to try to build back up and get over it so that maybe we can have another run up again in the future. You could see over here that once we got above this red line here, we've just been using it as resistance to keep going up all the way up to that peak that we had back in April. But over here now we're below it. So in my opinion, this is accumulation zone. It is very possible for Caspa to go under the 2 cents, but honestly, it doesn't matter to me because this is a long-term investment. To end off, guys, if you guys do want to hold your Caspa offline, I do have a promo code. If you use the code Caspa Silver, you guys get 15% off on the Tantrum cards, and this only lasts till May 15th. So after May 15th, you only get 10% off. You can literally get 2 cards for $40, which is what I got. And again, I would recommend holding some Caspa on Tantrum, holding some Caspa on Caspian Wallet, just to increase your security. But if you do not have more than if you have less than 100,000 Caspa, then it may be all right just to hold it all in one place for the time being. But as you get more, you do want to increase your security and kind of spread around your Caspa. And lastly, guys, I did set up a Patreon. So if you guys are interested in that, it's going to be $10 a month. And what it is you're going to get access to the Discord, private Discord server chat, so that we can talk with like-minded people. You're going to receive tech support. So any questions you guys have about Caspa, the wallet, whatever, just put them down there and we'll try to help each other with that. You're going to be able to have the ability to watch all my videos before they come out on YouTube. And then also you're going to be able to have one-on-one convos with me in the Discord voice chat. And you're going to be able to see my crypto holdings, which isn't great. I mean, it's not huge. You're going to be able to see it though, and see exactly how much I have of Bitcoin and Caspa, because that's literally all I hold. And then there's going to be future tiers that are going to come out with, it's going to have more value. But if you guys are interested in taking a look at this, by all means, go ahead and support the Caspa Silver YouTube channel. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and all the content. If you guys are new around here, consider leaving a like and also subscribing to the channel. And as always, don't be average, be different. See you guys in the next one.